Well, it's been a fair while since we've had a look out here on the front lawn, and it is struggling here in the middle of summer. So let's have a chat about how it's gotten to this state, what I would do to fix it, and what the plan is going forward. Yes, g'day and welcome to a new video. First video for the year, so Merry New Year, Happy Easter, hope the Tooth Fairy came and all that sort of thing. It has been a hot summer break here for me, and this front lawn especially has really been feeling it. Now, especially if you've been following and watching along for a while, you know that this front lawn has been a massive struggle for me. The soil that I started with and the canvas of lawn that I had to work with was terrible. I've had a couple of soil tests done out here. I've been slowly improving it. This lawn was actually, start of December, looking really good. It was ticking along nicely. The only thing that was stopping me transitioning to back to my cylinder mower was the fact that I just didn't have as much time as I would have liked, because I was building my feature garden, installing my buffalo lawn and things like that out there. And so it was probably 7, maybe 8 weeks ago, somewhere in that range, that I applied granular fertilizer out here. And pretty much since then, I've got some videos here, I think, where I'm watering the front lawn, and that's probably the last time I manually watered here. And so before we keep going, let's have a look around out here. So this top section has always been the best section. I actually, out here, just last week, I came out and I mowed it with the mulching plug in, and at 35 millimeters mulching plug, it was scalping. So you can still see some remnants of that. It has recovered fairly nicely. Across here, this section's been not too bad this season, but through the middle here has been getting really crisp and really bare. Over here, if I really wanted to fix this spot, then I would need to dig out that soil, because it just never fills in, it never repairs. But again, just looking fairly bare, fairly crisp. Over on the nature strip, you know, it's just really slowed down in terms of the kikuyu. I've got so much paspalum left over in here. There's some bits, like say right here, where you've got some decent kikuyu in there. But yeah, overall, pretty bad. Similar story here. Like, look at that, that is just toast, absolutely toast. But it would be fine if it got the right care. And I must say, it actually is looking so much better out here today than it was 4 days ago or something like that, say, because yeah, we got a ton of rain. We got 20 mils of rain. We got 20 mils of really nice rain. There's been some really nice heat around as well. So combination of factors, especially all that rain the other day, has really greened it up. So it was looking a lot more dramatically terrible just a few days ago. But yeah, essentially through that December period, just really busy, fell away on mowing. So it, you know, just not keeping up with regular mowing at all, and was just consistently sort of going, you know, a good week and a half before I'd be like, ah, damn, and have to come through and chop it down just slightly again, not too aggressively, but just, yeah, not the regular mowing. My sprinklers, I put them away for some reason. I moved them out of the way, and I couldn't be bothered just moving them back and getting into some regular watering again. So that fell away. In terms of product applications, I have got no idea when the last time was that I put liquid fertilizer onto here. So yeah, it definitely is a bit short on nutrition. That granular fert that I put out 7-ish weeks ago, there's going to be still something going on from that. But yeah, we've also got the things that I was addressing with my soil tests, which I've made videos about in the past, or in recent months out here as well. So potassium, magnesium, boron, products that I'm trying to get into the soil to enhance the soil health, and that I need to be doing. And so those things would be helping a lot to tick things along, as well as just my normal fertilizer program. And so maybe a couple of weeks ago, I had this wave of motivation. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this front lawn look the best I possibly can. I'm really gonna put the effort into it. I'm gonna use a half rate of liquid fertilizer every 2 weeks. I'm gonna combine that with wetting agent. Now, normally I would not recommend that, because a lot of wetting agents, they can't be combined. They need to be watered in straight away. This one, Tri-Cure, that I've got from Lawn Tips, this one is fantastic in the sense that you've essentially got about 24 hours to water it in. It's non-burning. So this could be applied with my liquid fertilizers one day, say lunchtime on a Monday, and then Tuesday morning I can set up my sprinklers and I can water it in. You wouldn't want to let it go too long without watering it in, but even if it was 3 or 4 hours to let that liquid fert sit on the leaf and then water in the wetting agent, that is something you could do. Otherwise, if you're using a typical one, or even like the AquaTurf that I've used in the past, that one will burn if you don't water it in, especially if it's too hot. So yeah, in that case, I would have been looking to do half rate wetting agent, pretty much weekly applications, hopefully for only about 4 to 6 weeks. But half rate liquid fert, the next week half rate wetting agent, liquid fert wetting agent, etc., mixed in with my granular program, and that's exactly what I would have been doing. And it is something that you might find throughout the middle of summer here, is that your lawn is getting pretty toasty, especially if you're getting relentless, really hot days. And it's felt like that a little bit here in southeast Victoria. But yeah, pretty much from where this is right now, especially from how it's responded from that rain the other day, no doubt that, yeah, if I got into that consistent schedule, I was watering twice a week deeply and applying those products, my soil amendments as well, mixing those in there with the potassium, magnesium, boron, this thing would turn around really, really quickly. But when I had that burst of motivation, but then it was just like, you know what, it's actually a bit of a waste of not only time, but obviously money for the products and all that sort of stuff, because we've got some big plans coming for this front yard. I've sort of touched on this a little bit before, but yeah, there's just parts of this front yard that we would love to be able to change. And so obviously for starters, 5 sections of lawn, super annoying. There used to be, I believe this whole section used to be one big garden bed. Down here, there used to be a tree here, which is, you know, got a reason to do with this cracking in the concrete. That's a big raise in that concrete. Also over here, there's a big hump. Oh, nice patch of kikuyu there, that's pretty green. So you got that. You got here, this little lip. Now, if you know, and you've used a cylinder mower, you know that that is absolutely lethal to a reel, to a cutting reel. You got that little bit that's raised. Over here, you've got similar, so coming off, trying to come off, if I'm trying to do a pattern where I'm coming across there, yeah, you've just got chipped pavers. Across here, that section's not that bad, but over here, as you go down this paving edging, that bit goes all raised and jagged. In this section here, these ficus, they just, I don't know, I assume these were all planted at the same time, but these ones down here just don't grow very well. The soil in here is not great. You can see my petunias are doing okay. But yeah, again, this path, we've got cracks down this path, and I don't know, if you've got the ability to be able to change it, this is the sort of yard that you would. And I've said for a long time that this yard annoys me. And so yeah, being able to redo this front yard, it's something that we're probably thinking about doing in a few years' time, not really sure about it, but some things are sort of happening in the background, some brand interest and things like that, which with what I do on social media, both here, but more so sort of Instagram, you know, fortunate position to be in where, yeah, there's some interest there to be able to sort of help fund the project and be able to bring it forward, which is absolutely fantastic. So we've actually got a baby due in July. So for me, I'm looking to be doing this work, doing some of the construction and stuff, you know, because paths are gonna move, new garden beds and things like that. So I'm looking to sort of through around about May and June, maybe late May and into June, be getting most of that job done. I'm not sure about laying turf, so there's gonna be more turf laying. So I'm not sure about laying turf, and we'll just have to see how the winter goes and what sort of winter we have in terms of being able to harvest and lay turf. It might be that I get 90% of things done and then sort of the baby comes, and you know, we've got 2 older kids, one of them about to start school and that sort of thing. So it'll just be a time thing, coordination with turf and all that sort of stuff. But if I can get heaps of this construction and stuff done with paths and stuff like that, and then it's just a matter of all I've got to do is maybe a little bit of garden edging, some planting and some laying turf kind of once the baby comes, that will work out really, really well for us. To give you a rough idea of what I'm thinking, this path is going to get a lot closer to the house, and this will just be all garden bed here, coming out sort of 2.5-ish meters. This garden bed over here will get a lot bigger. So imagine if this path is sort of all lawn with a bigger garden bed over there. Over on those 2 annoying sections, they will become 1 section. I'll probably cordon off the hose reel into a garden bed on that corner, and over on that corner I'll probably put something as well to stop delivery drivers and whatnot running over it all the time. the nature strip will just be a matter of ripping out, replacing with new, fresh, actually fertile soil, as opposed to the crap that's here at the moment. And yeah. And that stuff is still a little while off, obviously. And so what's happening in the meantime? Well, I always had in mind, as soon as this sort of stuff over the last couple of months has started to unravel, to be like, yeah, okay, maybe it is gonna be sort of middle of next year, especially working around now the baby due date, to get a lot of this stuff done. How am I gonna manage the existing lawn out here? And so something I really, really want to do, because I had great success with a rye overseed a couple of years ago, a year and a half ago here. Love to do a ryegrass lawn out here before construction and that sort of thing starts, because it'll probably be in place for 2-3 months, something like that. And you just can't beat it. You just, you know, it's the only thing I'll be jealous of cool climates, being able to have a beautiful rye lawn. And something else in terms of killing the existing kikuyu here is that I'm gonna get a lot better kill and uptake of the glyphosate doing it now or in the growing season. So probably in about 4 weeks or so is when I'm gonna give it its first spray to start killing it out here. And then I'll probably do follow-ups at week intervals after that to give it 3 total sprays. And so yeah, to clean up a lot of those issues, have a nice section here, a nice section through the middle there, and then the nature strip where I can use the mow master on as well. So 1 mower between both front and back lawn will be really nice. And yeah, anyway, that gives you a bit of an update on how the lawn has gotten to this state with neglect, how I would fix it. It's regular intervals of applying good products, consistent mowing, consistent watering, and some of the plans for going forward out here on this front lawn, which I am super, super keen for. So yeah, anyway, you'll see a lot more from me over the next kind of month and a bit, doing stuff on my buffalo and on my back lawn. And then yeah, probably the next time we're out here is showing it dead and seeding some ryegrass. So can't wait for that. Thank you very much for watching the video. See you in the next one. Cheers.